We're in swim 3 with young Damien Lee from Loughborough, regular on the water. Damien had special permission to fish last night, and he's had a really exceptional result. 7 fish, 4 20s, which is any time of the year, anywhere, that would be tremendous. On a winter's night. Exceptional nights fishing, Damien.
Yeah, special.
Very special. Yeah. And how are you going about it, fishing out here? Are you feeding heavy or single hook baits?
Well, I put a few baits out to start with, just in the general area, just past them cops out there.
Yeah.
Probably about 10 yards past. Then I just went on single hook baits, very strong single hook baits. It seemed to be working. I didn't bother topping it up much after that. Just kept to the single hook baits. Popped up about 2 inches off the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Single hook bait, strong smell.
Yeah.
2 inches off the bottom,
Yeah.
and not feeding them at all.
Not feeding them.
And they're obviously having that, and you're hoping for a bit more action today.
I hope so. It worked last week.
So, right, and I would imagine is that the best session you've had here?
Yes, it's the best I've had for a long while. I've never had 4 20s in the same session before.
And good fish as well, to 24 pounds then.
24-1, yeah. I was.
So that's what winter fishing can do for you if you stick at it and keep working at it. Let's hope we get something today. But do you want to say a bit about the water from here? Tie the line or from each swim? This is one of my strong memories of carp fishing. Walking up the slope to the pool at the famous Cuttle mill fishery in the Midlands. Prolific carp water, very exciting place to come, and it's like walking over a hill at the beach. You can see nothing, then suddenly you've got this lovely pool opening out before you, and this is one of my favourite waters of all time. Didn't used to fish in winter in the days when I was fishing it. Albert Brewer used to close it down at the end of September, early October, but the new owner, Tony Higgins, has it open all the year round. Very popular winter venue, and very, very nice place to fish. And anyone who isn't familiar with big fish or thinks they haven't got big fish in their area, they want to get themselves here. A lot of good fish out here, a lot of good people fish here, and not only do you know that you're fishing for good fish here, but you'll learn a lot from seeing how other people are setting about it and how they fish for the good fish. And the other thing that it teaches you is that big carp are just carp, and you can familiarise yourself with them. A lovely place. We're spending a day here filming, so let's hope that we see 1 or 2 of its inhabitants in the course of the day.
Neville. I remember Neville. Neville always used to come here in overalls, always fished, well, obviously he fished
No,
big, but it,
2 Nevilles now. I think there was dog.
there was another Neville.
Can't you remember?
Oh, can you remember it now? The other one, the Neville,
Together.
the pegs in the corner there.
What sign?
But that's certainly not a winter peg.
16 used to fish to play years, don't it? Good one years, didn't it?
Oh yeah, still does, yeah. Yeah, still does, yeah. High up.
Gas one down.
If you cat well down, it's a bit far for 16.
No. Well, it's to the marker.
Yeah.
As long as now, you can go.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was is there not an ear of...
Yeah, that part.
I thought that was their part.
No, that's 15. That's 15 peg and 14. 14.
Show me this, because I want to talk to... Well, you know, we're not... I'm with Cyril Hares in peg 1, fishing 1 rod across to the lawn there, and 1 rod straight in front. Cyril's been fishing here almost as long as Cuttle Mill's been open as a carp fishery. You've seen some comings and goings in that time, Cyril?
Quite a few, yeah. Quite a few tails, yeah. Had a bit of fun.
the names from the old days. They've all been here, haven't they?
All the top anglers, they've all fished it at some time or other. Most of them are caught fish, some of them now. Most people tend to cry it down, but I think Cuttle Mill has still got that magic.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
still, you know.
Well, it's part of carp fishing history now. To start with, it was instant carp watching.
Oh yeah.
It's part of carp lore now, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I think everybody in the time, wherever they come from, I think at one time they have a visit to Cuttle Mill just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
It's
And
getting very popular now.
you get a lot of people coming here who aren't really experienced carp anglers, and I don't think they know how to go about it. I'm talking not just winter, but summer too. What would be your advice to someone coming here, a youngster coming here for the first time? I'm going to go and catch a 20 couple more. How do they go about it?
It does happen. It happens quite often. The best bet is to, well, you ask Tony. Tony's advice, really, if you're not sure about anything, is Tony will tell you what to do, what's catching, and he does sell rigs if you've not got the rigs to actually tie up yourself. But most of in the winter, most of the regulars are on, and 9 times out of 10, if you're next to a guy, he'll help you out.
Yeah.
They're a pretty friendly crowd here, actually.
That's one of the nice things about it.
They will help you out, though. Give you a bit of advice, give you a few boilies, show you how to do it, and
What's catching.
what's catching and where to fish.
And this particular peg here, Swing 1, obviously you're fairly familiar with it, as you will do with the others. You say it's a bit different summer and winter. But just have a look at it. How do you go about... Someone draws this peg 1 when they come here. How do you go about fishing now?
Well, in the winter you're talking about now, obviously. Talking about today, are we?
Summer.
Summer.
Because this is when most people come.
Well, in the summer, the pots that you see there are bins. The corrugated sheets. In the summer it's a different pool because all the lilies are planted in there and they obviously grow up out the pots. It's a corrugated sheet that's around the bin. There's no way you can foul on it, but you do get an odd fish that goes round it. It's all protected sort of thing. But what you've got to remember when you're casting to them, particularly now, is that if you've got a drift, you've got 3 foot perhaps to the left of it. And most people have said they've found a gravel bottom and they've been in the bin.
Pretty nice gravel bar, yeah.
Yeah, there's one bin down in the corner there that's not marked, and we had one guy fishing for half a day for a carp that was lying still, and it was the bin. Casting to it all morning. But as I say, in the summer, they're covered in lilies, and the fish tend to hold around the bins. The rig is one of the best methods. I prefer fishing on the top. I like the toughest.
Yeah.
And if you can get nice and close to the bins with the rig, and then just feed it, and you
Beach caster.
rig, yeah. The beach caster, yeah.
They still take off the top here.
Oh, they're crazy in the summer.
Really?
Crazy, yeah.
That's gone on forever then, hasn't
Oh yeah. I don't think it'll ever change anyway.
it? Yeah.
I think it's just one of those waters that it does fish on the top in the summer. I have had caught fish in the winter off the top, but odd ones, you just see the odd one coming up for some reason or other, and if you cover him, then you tend to get him. But
Yeah.
it's one of those waters that goes off on the top, I'd say about October, September. You might get them up to September. October certainly finished.
Do you find that, when I fished here, I had a lot of success down the edge, and it wasn't as popular then. I mean, obviously the lawn's an obvious target now because no one can fish it. But in the old days when we used to fish right down, I remember peg 4 used to be on the end of the lawn edge. Do you remember it?
We do, yeah.
Used to be able to fish along the edge. And wherever they can, they do seem to hang in the edge, don't they?
Well, in the summer, once again, it's a good stalking. I mean, most of the lads here now, we've all got a float rod set up in the summer, and we're always off stalking. You always find somebody between the trees or in the corner there. Mainly lunch and meat and cheese. Occasionally you get on a boilie, you try and boil them, but mainly lunch and meat and cheese. But you pretty well catch your in the margins. If you sit there nice and quiet, you get loads.
And I think it's worth anyone coming here, what you've got to remember is that there is a hell of a lot of carp here, and they live on baits.
They do, yeah.
So even if indicators aren't moving, you know that they're eating baits, but they're just not making mistakes.
No, that's fair, yeah.
It's a useful philosophy to have, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Trying.
keep trying. Oh yeah, if you've got, I mean, You find a lot of people here first time they come that they're striking it bleeps, just one bleep. And really, there's so many fish in here that when they do start moving, then your climbers are going up and down most of the day. Well, most people don't realise they're coming. They're hitting the rod straight away. But like if you're regular, nobody touches it. I never touch my rods until it starts taking clutch. And sometimes it is a liner. And they will rip a load of line off you, even on a liner, you know, and you think, oh, and then there's a bow wave halfway between your bait sort of thing. But now a lot of people, especially if you've got the fish in front of you, they tend to fish over the top of them, way past them. Yeah. And they you know, if they don't get liners, then they're whacking back out again, instead of taking it easy, coming back until they're on top of the fish. Once you've got no liners, you're near the fish or you're on them.
And the carp are used to people. I mean, the tendency is to go to a pool, oh, they'll all be out in the middle. But the carp here are used to people, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
And they go where they want to be.
Oh yeah, they do a patrol in the summer like that. They'll just go around, follow the baits, because it goes round in a circle in the summer. And if you feed, as I say, particularly on the top, then sometime during the day, you will get the fish in front of you. Yeah. You know, I mean, 14. You probably fish it for most of the day and do no good in the summer. You might get the odd fish, but last thing at night, you can get crazy over there. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. Just
that's over in the corner there. That's where I had my first plane from last thing at night.
Guy with the umbrella up, yeah. They get crazy. That's, you know, if you draw it in the day. But you do get fish in the margins if you're prepared to stick at it and have the guts to just drop one close in. But every peg's got its own history. Every peg's got its, you know. I prefer number 2. That's my favourite. My favourite peg is number 2. I'll always like that.
Let you know.
No, skinny devil.
No. Yes, they seem to have changed a bit in that respect, in that they hole up far more instead of 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Now, than they used to in the old bit. It's almost as though they've moved across a little bit from the pressure of the pontoon.
The last few weeks, the pontoon's been the peg.
Yeah.
Before that it was 9, and before that 16. Those tend to be the pegs in the winter that do catch 11, 12, 8, 9, 16, 2, 3 perhaps.
Right.
Those tend to be the ones, because the fish are in they do get fairly tightly packed up out there. But to what you're saying before, there are a lot of bloods in here. Hell of a lot of bloods.
Oh, there?
Oh, a hell of a lot of bloods, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm wrong.
Oh, it's thick with bloods out there.
I mean, I've seen them bubbling out there in the old days, but I was told that when Tony came here, they'd be found that there was no natural food on it.
Oh, no, shit.
Oh, they told Tony about that.
Oh, no, they're about 3. Well, how long ago was it when they vacuumed the bottom out?
Yeah, I know you. It was 3 or 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yeah, went out with a pole, didn't it?
That's right, because every time we were casting out, like, and you getting I mean, if you fetched it back, you felt.
I did myself and like
Yeah.
that, thinking, what if it's stacked on here?
That's right.
Yeah. Just to that side of that.
Just
carpet,
put your rods in without.
If you cast in, you had to leave it. You had to leave. You couldn't fetch it back.
You'll often get them then, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, you were there, and you'd reel, solid as a rock. And we tried to pull. We think, hang on, what's this? And you could feel it sliding. They were doing, obviously, they were diving. Yeah, it's solid, and then the solid where they'd been vacuuming the bottom up.
Moved them out, they did take rod in the bear.
Oh, he moved them out, but I mean, like that's what they were doing out there.
Yeah.
And they do tend now to be round about that area.
Right.
This is where they are today. If you've got some knockers out there, you'd see them bubbling out there. I've got a fancy 11 today.
Some get custom ships in there. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I'm going to give a brief description.
It's just a pop-up with a few minis threaded through it, and hopefully that'll be nicely balanced on the bottom. Just something different which might score on a day like today. And that's it.
Hang on. It's a look. Give me a sign. This is Cuttle Mill from the Woodside. Very, very popular end in summer. And the lads tell me that it's just as popular in winter. A lot of the fish have been coming from here. The island over to the right there. As we come panning round towards the middle of the pool, that's the centre bank between the two pools on the right, and then the small island immediately in front of this swim is, this actually used to be what was known as the boxing ring, a fenced off lily pad area. Now a nice little island with a weeping willow on it. Tony's house beyond. Well, how would you like to live there with all this fishing at your disposal. Beautiful place. The old lawn in front of the house used to be a favoured fishing area. The two chairs just to the left of the house, looking from here, that's swim 16. Very productive swim, winter and summer. Very favoured area, and of course nicely convenient for the house and the cafe. You're coming further round, the bank up to the left of 16 there. Very good stalking area. The fish get close in. Along the tree line there is a swim known as Neville's that used to be favoured as a float fishing swim, fishing close in. And you can see the carp along there in the summer. As you come further round, up this left-hand bank, there are a couple of very popular swims. The old Spud Alley, which is now number 11, is up to the left here, out of sight from us at the moment. And these two lads that we see fishing on this promontory, immediately up to our left, this is the very famous pontoon swim that has, I would think, produced as many big carp as any swim in the country over the years. Very coveted, very popular. One of the lads has had a line bite while we've been standing watching. There's obviously fish moving in front of there. And of course that's the swim that Des Taylor did his Cuttle Mill video from. And we'll go down and have a closer look at that later. So that's Cuttle Mill, 5 acres of water, full of fish. Some swims produce better than others. Fish Can you walk back like you did just before? Looking more vicious than that. Fishing in the hole. Well, they got some fish now. We've moved round to the famous pontoon swim now, with Adam Latham fishing on the right here, Steve Francis fishing on the left. Line bites coming to all 4 rods that these lads are fishing. Obviously got carp moving out in front of them, and it's just a question of whether they can pinpoint them and con a take out of them. We'll just watch Adam's just rebaiting here. He's using soaked baits, dipped baits, just to give that extra bit of attraction. So we'll watch him cast out and just get an idea of where the regulars fish the pontoon swim, where they put the hook baits when they're fishing in winter. So that's about a third of the way across the pool, perhaps a little bit further, just to the right of the lily pad pot there, a known holding area in winter. Obviously a lot of fish moving there.
So deceiving sometimes, these liners.
Telling him about it as his, I'll tell you when.
Super smash. You want me to tell it the foul, yeah?
Yeah, just say how you were fishing, put it down this head.
You smash it, whatever, to win the day. Oh, inboard to basic. They're doing it. Just to give a rough idea, no.
Take it home then.
Just a rough idea, just. That's 8 ounces under anyway. Settle an argument.
It's 8 ounces, that boy. And then it goes.
What's that?
That's 16.
16.8.
Yeah. That's a 16.4.
Alright, you get the Blue Peter badge.
Get Adam round with his inner fry.
Smile.
This is Cuttle Mill Mirror. Unfortunately foul hooked by Cyril here, who was doing some stalking. Bit unlucky, Cyril.
Yeah, I'm very unlucky actually. Cracking bite, but obviously the fish just swam through the line on a piece of luncheon meat. It's unusual to get them this close this time of the year. It's a lovely fish, perfect condition.
So let's have him back.
Now some beautiful.
Tony's rough.
Mouth's in lovely condition.
That's our first Cuttle Mill fish, planning all to come.
Get my glasses off the net.
I'll order you lunch, James.
Another way.
Takes one to go.
Cut.
Back to the drawing board.
Okay. On the side pegs early afternoon. Norman here's just hooked a fish at 50-60 yards out, bringing it in steady. So I'll keep quiet while he's playing this fish close in, and let's hope he gets it in the net. It's good fishy and boring down there. A while before it's ready for the net, I think. Right, I can get some tape.
Come on, it's all in all. Run it to this or John?
Get better the rod out, dog.
Yeah, we'll come to this one. Do this one.
Yeah. Nice fish.
Well done. Nice looking fish this. Very lively.
No, got that one in the
Give it a bit of trouble. Gorgeous fish.
do this one.
Well played. Well done, Norman.
Well, lovely way to end the programme.
Behind you.
Good on, good.
Cheers, Noel.
Look at that.
Burmese.
No, I won't be long that.
Yeah? The sling was in there. One in my neck. Yeah.
Worth just commenting on these special mats that Tony's had made for Cuttle Mill here. Very, very useful, and I think a lot of waters could benefit from having something like this in the swims. When you see fish dragged around the pebbles and the gravel. That's a leanie, that's a beautiful mirror. As nice a fish as I've seen from here. Smile. Is it a fish you know?
I've not seen the show.
No, I've not seen it. Glorious animal.
I don't think there's many in here. They look like that. So,
No.
I mean, it's a fish you remember if you had seen it before. £17, 14.
£17, 14 ounces of lovely mirror. Nice winter fish from Cuttle Mill. Old and Norman.
Can you get a picture of that now?
Yeah. Where's your camera? Where's your camera? Just in my bag. In the river. You busy?
What happened to your advertisement?
Don't use too much battery, James. Peg 13 and
Start again.
in peg 13 to the left of the pontoon. Young Carl's just had a howling run into a good fish kiting left. Looks as though it's picked up the line on his other rod here. There was another rod run straight after. I think it's the same fish. And it's still a long way out. So it's just a question of being patient with it and seeing what he can do with it as he gets it closer in. Move it. The other side of the... Seem to have a problem here, the lily pad pot out there. There's other lines round it, the fish has got the other side of it. Line doggo, Carl?
Pardon?
Is it line doggo?
Yeah.
Or is it moving? Coming, is it? Good. Good lad.
You got him?
Yeah. What to do? Let it go again or what?
She's moving, Corey.
What I've found best is yanking.
Yanking, right.
Yeah, he's gone, Corey. He's gone.
You got two on?
Yeah.
He's gone, Corey. He's still off there. He's gone, there he is. Yeah. Still pulling.
The next one, you might be able to get a different angle of force from down there. What you wanted to be doing, you wanted to try and pull him away that way. Pull it as far to the left as you can. You're going to have to put pressure on him. Try and get him moving. That's it. Keep winding down and pulling. Keep winding down and pulling. That's it. You got him moving. Keep winding down and pulling. He's coming a bit. Pool's starting to come alive now. A lad on 16's in. It's coming, Carl.
Yeah.
Good lad. Yeah, we've got this one moving from behind these pots here. But I'll take the rod back up if you get in trouble. It's nicely in the open now. Yeah, it's well in the open now.
I'll leave it to you now, Carl, Ross.
Yeah, just put it down.
I've got also on it, because it's...
Those branches will keep pulling straight up. You alright?
Feel any good, Ken? Is it good? Have you seen it yet?
Never known one stay out there this long time.
No, it's is it feel normal, Carl?
Pardon?
Is it feel as though you're
feels-
straight onto it?
It feels very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what.
Rolling is in as well, Carl, so he's forcing against you. Yeah, he keeps rolling it in. Off the back one, really.
Steve, can you slacken off?
I want to push it down, and it went like a rocket.
Yeah.
Went like a rocket. I find it fell, Damon found it, and he said, I've got a fish on and I can't stop it. And it came right across and then his went off.
In the dorsal.
Yeah. So Damon's down to his back, you know, he's just left the spool open. We were watching and fighting one another. So I come round to tell you. Mike. Long fish, isn't he? Whoopsie daisy. Got 16 as well.
They can't get it in because of them.
They've left it now, they've put the rod down.
Oh, shit.
That one's loaded as well, this one, right?
Which one?
This one. The back of his rod's loaded.
He's still got his barrel on. How many rigs are there? One of them.
The best bet is to buy some of the rigs off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to, when they wind back, they're going to get tangled.
The cradle behind you. Okay.
Shame. See if there's anything in its mouth.
Which is Damien's. It's Damien's bent hook.
Which one's that one in its mouth?
That's Damien's, that is.
Where was that? In dorsal?
Dorsal, yeah.
Yours is in the mouth claw.
No, that's cool.
That's Damien's, that is, because I said he's been fishing.
There's hooks in its mouth, left, right and centre.
Oops. Old ones. Ooh, Bennett. Well, I'm going to crack this off at a swivel here.
Well, this is that lads. This is 16.
The best thing, just bite the rigs off so they don't get tangled.
Well, that's what I've done. I've bit a swivel. Ah! Whoever's pulling, stop it.
It's going back, is it?
Oh, wait till that first.
Okay.
I've got another
There's
swivel
a
here.
hook in the net here.
That's on a lead. There's the line on that one. Many squizzes in the pocket.
Oh,
That's two are broken. Some of these That's down.
That one leg in that saddle there.
Where'd it go? There's my jumper. Here. Is this yours?
two. Well, two in there. I've only got the old silvers. About £9.
Right. First blood to Mr. Stritton with an immaculate £9 common. Beautiful golden fish. Have a look at it going back. Came at a time when these carp just aren't supposed to feed at all. According to Derek, came from the totally non-productive area that he's got covered with his 3 rods.
Will I put you in the good swim?
Active enough. Lively and going right on the thing.
Yeah. What they tend to do is get up on the top very quickly for some reason. Once you clear the post,
And he was in.
yes.